Hey guys, I'm Outback Gamer and this is my channel. So it's the 31st of December 2020 and this is why we're called Outback Gaming. We have a variety of pets and animals in this area and we live in rural Australia. This is a galah, his name is Loki. He had a very rough start to the year. He had a bit of a feather condition that didn't allow him to grow his feathers. So he needed heating for basically all of winter. And outside you heard Dutch. He is a very, very large rooster. Very angry large rooster. He's got issues. But I digress. Anyway, so it's 31st of December and we're looking at New Year's Eve. So New Year's Day is literally one day away. And we're going to be talking about what games we played this year. Would we recommend them? Did we like them? And we're going to be talking a little bit about what we're looking forward to in the next year, which is really quick actually. We're only looking forward to Outriders, which we've got a pre-order on the Xbox. Now this year has been a full-on year for everybody. Everybody's been up to doing so much stuff worldwide. It's been crazy with lockdowns, pandemics, bushfires, God, everywhere. It's just been crazy, crazy, crazy. I played half the year on Xbox and the other half of the year was played on PC, pretty much. I have a great group of friends both on Xbox and on PC. Shout out to you guys. You guys are amazing. You make my days fantastic. Multiplaying with you guys is literally what I look forward to. So, we started the year off with Ark. That was probably not a great idea because Ark, you've always just got to, bite down and bear it. It can get really rough. There's some intense times in Ark. There was a really, really awesome moment in Ark though, which I did this year, where we actually managed to get ourselves two event reapers. One of them was a bright toxic green. It was really high level, 145 tame. Loved it. Amazing. This was my first time taming reapers, so I was so excited about that. We had I think 8 PvE servers running during lockdown for people. So that was a large chunk of my money spent just running servers, but I figured everyone could use some Ark PvE during lockdown. I paid them up for 6 months, so it was a lot of money. But it was good, it was good. We stopped playing 3 months into the year, I think, after Arked us all. We all lost something. Then I swapped over to, I did a little bit of World of Tanks with my friends. Not very much though. We did a little bit of Remnant because Remnant brought out its DLC. Remnant is an amazing game. It is literally the gem of the bargain bin. You will not beat this game multiplayer wise and storyline wise and gameplay wise. It's a great game. Highly recommend it. It should be pretty cheap to pick up now as well. So we also tried Division 2. My problem is with these kind of really deep in-depth games at the moment, like Division 2 and that sort of stuff, is I want to play them with my friends and I get stuck behind them, or they get stuck behind me, and then we're just not at the same place. So these kind of progression games just end up kind of not going too well for us. Actually, then I got into something which really surprised me. Fallout 76. Now, I was not going to go back to play Fallout 76, but hell, it was cheap, it looked good, and it was getting on Game Pass, so why not? I ended up purchasing... Shut up, Dutch! Ended up purchasing a real copy of it, because I really liked it. It was an awesome game. But Vault 76 now has NPCs in it. For people who don't know, the world isn't as lifeless as it once was. It had two factions, Raiders and Settlers, and you could kind of decide to join one or the other. And it's actually got the Overseer wandering around now. That's really, really cool. I love the fact that they added the Overseer. There was other cool things about it as well, including the fact that Brotherhood of Steel just ramped out and came out into the world. It was really good. Around about halfway through the year, Avengers dropped, and I wasn't super stoked for it personally because I knew it'd be one of those games that you played and you probably beat the storyline, then you wouldn't pick up again. And pretty much every single reviewer said the same thing. But I had a friend, he's all like, this is my jam, I'm going to play this, you got to buy it. It was my birthday, so I bought it anyway. And I played it for like 3-4 days, finished the storyline. But the first storyline was amazing. definitely for you Marvel people out there, the storyline was so good. But yeah, not amazing. The other big thing that happened this year that was kind of cool in the survival world was Conan brought out its new DLC, which was a brand new map. That was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. I played a bit of that with my friends as well. I didn't play it on the new map though, because that's only on PC. I only played that solo, but I played it on Xbox with my friends, and I had a bit of fun with them. We tried hunting Bigfoot, but the game was really buggy, and just not enjoyable. But we still had fun with it because of our personalities. We did a bit of Gen Zero. Generation Zero has been around for a while, but it recently had a few DLCs drop and a lot of content added. Like, it actually feels like a submersive world now with the robots actually setting up bases and things. Now, the thing that annoys everybody about Gen Zero, and this is the reason why most people won't return to playing Gen Zero, is because of the fact that the enemies are so limited. It's always the same enemies constantly over and over and over. And that does really annoy people. Okay, so yeah, Gen Zero, I love it. It's a good game for me. But most people get bored of it really quick because the enemies just seem so cut and paste. Very generic. So we also, one of my friends got really into this game, GTFO. And it's pretty cool. It's a good game, good concept, horror, beating things with hammers, stealth. I found it a little bit too repetitive for me though. Like, it was the same thing constantly over and over and over with no reward. And so when you wiped, you didn't get anything back for the success. It felt very punishing with no real advancement. And I don't like playing the same stage constantly. Like, I like to try to gain something. Like, if I'm going to play the same stage constantly, I'd like to be doing it for a piece of item or something, not to just pass the stage. And with how hard this game can be, I found it very grueling, like so grueling that I was not having much fun with it. So what got me into PC this year was actually a game that was such a gem. I knew it blew up on the internet, but I actually bought it pretty early without looking it up. It just seemed like my kind of jam, and it really was. I got so addicted to this game. In fact, it led to my Christmas present being something amazing. Phasmophobia. Now, you've all heard of it, you've all probably played it. It's so good, right? So good. I had so much fun with this game with my friends. The only problem was eventually it became a bit too stale and repetitive to constantly play. But I dropped a good amount of hours in this game. I'm like level 173 or something in it. So for Christmas, I got a Vive Cosmos. It's freaking amazing. It's so good. And Phasmophobia is so scary. Oh my god, it's so scary. Like, intensely scary. So bad. But, that leads me to say the other game that I've been hell addicted to on PC, which was Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose is a battlefield shooter game set in World War II. Amazing. The gunfire is so realistic, so good. Everything's so realistic. Oh my god! Like, I can only say that enough. But like, it's like the good old battlefield games where the commanders have to build the spawn points. Like, you have a squad officer and he's got to build a squad point. A couple of squads got to get together to build a garrison which the team can spawn on. The commander has effects over the battlefield like calling in airstrikes or supplies or summoning tanks. So the squads are infantry squads, 1 to 7 people, 3 people for a tank crew, 2 people for a recon group. Recons can build their bases slightly further in. It consists of a spotter officer and a sniper. And mind you, unlike Battlefield 5, which was kind of crappy, like, don't get me wrong, I played the guts out of it, but it was kind of crappy, realistic wise. Like, so not realistic, so arcadey. Unlike Battlefield 5, there is no scopes on your guns or anything. Like, only one who has a scope is a sniper. And there's only 4 snipers per map, making it really iron sighty. Like, the game has a great feel to it. It feels amazing. The vehicles look so good. So the other things is in Switch World as well. We played a lot of stuff on Switch. Oh my god, there was so many cool games came out on Switch. We did Octopath Traveler. That was freaking amazing. Love that game so much. So much love for that game. We ended up picking up Skyrim when it was ridiculously cheap. and I power leveled my character to like level 80 before I left the intro caves, which I'm currently doing with the Skyrim VR, because well, of course I had to buy Skyrim VR because of the Cosmos, and I'm sitting in the cave now stabbing Hadvid in the back. Poor Hadvid. He gets stabbed in the back so much. So the other games I bought on VR2, I'll just mention this real quick, is because there was a huge VR Steam sale at the time. Bought Fallout 4, of course, who could not? Fallout 4 is going to be amazing. But I bought Rogue Squadron because it was on sale as well, and I want to try out piloting VR. I think it could be really, really fun. I haven't tried it yet. It's on my to-do list. I just want to get through Skyrim's tutorial first. So the other games I got is Arizona Sunshine. Now, it is as good as they say it is as a zombie game. It's pretty intense and scary. When the zombies are eating you, you don't want to be there looking at them. So, I got Parados VR as well. And I can't remember what else I got. I got a few games anyway. Definitely a few games. Oh, Pavlov VR, which I haven't tried yet either. Now, somewhere at the start of the year too, I did a lot of Tarkov on PC. Tarkov is a realistic shooter where when you die, you lose your gear. So you don't respawn like a Battlefield kind of game. You go in with a set amount of gear, you die, you drop it. Everyone's probably heard of Escape from Tarkov, but I actually ended up getting the big premium edition eventually because I was playing the guts out of it. I stopped soon after because, well, like most games, anything you play single player eventually gets a bit lonely. And you feel like playing a multiplayer game with all your great friends that you have. What else? Oh, of course, I've done Fortnite throughout the year. They did a really great Marvel series this year, and it was so good. Oh my god, everyone wanted those Marvel characters. And they held the best for last. My favorite character, Venom, finally came out near the end of it. I was so happy with that. Let me think. I did a bit of Fallout Shelter. Fallout Shelter was kind of fun. I did it on the Switch as a backup game. Oh, I finally broke down and tried Animal Crossing. Now, I knew I wouldn't love it, but it got addictive. Like, I had to keep building extra things into the house. Oh, and there's a really cool New Year's thing tonight. I'll roll a clip for that for you guys now. Now, something that everybody should try if they like multiplayer games, and we're currently still playing, is Deep Rock Galactic. It's great, addictive, it's kind of nice. You get progress, feels very Left 4 Dead-y stage progression. It's just all around good. I'm trying to think of what else. There's been a lot of games this year that I've been playing. It was one of those years where there was dead periods in the gaming, and you would spend the time in the dead periods revisiting old games or trying old games. So a lot of the time you'd pick up something you did play or haven't played or bought and then never really played. Oh, I did buy Maneater when it came out. It was cheap enough that I actually felt like buying it, so I did buy it. And in a weird way, I enjoyed it. I haven't played it all the way through. It's one of those games I just played on and off when I was bored, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, I would be completely amiss if I didn't say I picked up Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox Series X. It was good. Like, holy crap. That was literally the best single-player game I've played since Skyrim. The leveling was amazing. Everything about it was amazing. Like, the stuff you didn't quite want to do at the start ended up being your favorite stuff about the game, like quick hacking, breaching, that sort of stuff ends up being my favorite towards the end. I ended up with this nice 50 cal sniper rifle. It was a good game. I ended up worrying that they were going to patch it or break it or something was going to go wrong with it. So I decided I'll just sit down and finish the entire game in one sitting, which I have done. Now, since then, I've also played Assassin's Creed Valhalla on and off. It's been a lot of fun. A lot better than I thought it was going to be, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than Odyssey. Now, I couldn't really get into the Greek theme, even though you're a Spartan with Odyssey, but the Viking theme, yep, loving it. Great, no problem with that. And I kind of like all the little extras that they've added, like base building and that sort of stuff. It's been really good. Let me have a think. I did try out a game called Enlisted. I freaking loved it. Oh my god, it was like an arcadey, single-person-y player version of Battlefield 5. You had a squad, you maintain your squad levels. It's produced by the guys who made War Thunder, so it's freaking amazing. Good quality. It's only in beta. It's available on Xbox Series X, PS5, I think, and PC at the moment. Now, I ended up double purchasing it because I was waiting for my Series X to turn up for a long time. And I've been playing it on PC because I was waiting for my Xbox Series X to turn up. And I don't regret it. Great game. No problems there at all with that game. Fantastic fun, leveling up your squad and customizing their gear. Really worth it. We did a lot of 7 Days to Die when Ark died out. That was a lot of fun. How could 7 Days to Die never be fun? It's probably one of the best survival games ever made. It's got zombies, it's got leveling up, it's got RPG elements, building elements, Minecraft building elements, defending your base sort of elements. From there I tried Night of the Dead, and it was not bad, but I really wanted some people to play that one with, so I didn't play it too much. Played a little bit of Greed Hell multiplayer. The crafting system in it is still somewhat awkward, and yeah, I didn't really get into it again. Sniper Elite 4, I'm waiting until the realistic, awesome feel of Hell Let Loose wears off so I can get into Sniper Elite 4. I really want to try it though. It looks like a lot of fun. I did play the Raft with my friends as well. Now, the Raft was really fun with friends. I can imagine it being really boring single player though. Like, it's not going to be one of those games that you're going to absolutely love. Single player, definitely not. But with friends, it's a lot of fun. Because you at least have someone to talk to, something to keep you busy. It's pretty good that way. We also did Stellaris this year. A lot of Stellaris. I own Stellaris both on Xbox and on PC. And I love Stellaris. It is definitely the pinnacle of strategy games at the moment for me. Nothing beats it. That said, I tried a survival game called Craftopia. Now, this is a hidden gem. It's on PC. Now, Craftopia is a Breath of the Wild-ish looking survival game with really good crafting, really good gearing, and really cute animations. Worth a look, worth a try. I ended up building the helicopter. I got pretty far. I did everything in the opening content, and I was pretty happy with it. There was another survival game we tried this year. Everyone was stoked for it. Grounded. Everyone loved Grounded. It was good. But the content in it was so short. I smashed it out in like a few days. And I was so unhappy with that. I know it's only in beta, but there definitely wasn't not enough to do for it to keep me focused or keep me interested. So I might wait until they say it's full release later on and play it a bit more then. But it was quite a charming little game. Grounded was worth your time. If you're Game Pass, definitely worth your money because it makes it free. Yeah. Well, guys, anything that I missed or forgot to talk about, I'll run it here in the credits for you, and we'll just mention that the fact that we did play them. They were out there. We have played them. We bought a lot of games this year. Ooh, did we ever buy a lot of games? There was a down period where you were just looking for something to play and you were buying random games just to try out with your friends or solo. So, 2021. Hoping for a good big year with you guys. I'm going to be doing Let's Plays. I'm going to be making content. I'll be adding videos on here. And I've streamlined everything so that I can reach out to you guys. Some feedback would be awesome. If you guys want to see content from certain things, let me know. Especially if you just enjoy the random videos that I have been making. On that note, Sword and Shield was a big letdown. Whew, I didn't even do anything for Christmas. Pokemon, you've definitely lost your edge. Okay, guys. Love yous all, and I'll see you all in the new year. Enjoy!